Hi, it's Lynn from Inside Knowledge. I've created a series of short videos that discuss in a little bit more detail some of the concepts behind my series of online courses called Embodied Resilience. And the aim of these courses is to help people to build their resilience. But I do that through harnessing the wisdom of your body. And so the first 5 of these short videos, all under 5 minutes each, introduce some of the concepts that are contained within my first course, Breath and Body. And Breath and Body harnesses a lot of wisdom from the yoga tradition to help build resilience. And the reasoning behind that is because a lot of wisdom is contained within the body. We can get a very good indication of our current state and where we're at from asking our bodies. And secondly, because we can use the body, we can use actions within the body to convince our minds to be calm and clear, because our bodies are calm and clear. Because we're doing a breathing exercise, or we're doing some mindful movement, or we're walking slowly. All those things are really quick and effective at convincing your mind that there's nothing to be anxious about. And it's faster than trying to convince yourself through positive thinking or affirmations. So it's a really quick and effective way to calm down your nervous system. And that's what I'm all about. My form of approaching resilience is to focus on what current state we're in and to work really hard at keeping ourselves in a state of balance. So we're operating from a calm state that's effective and helps us maintain our wellness over a long period of time. So today, the theme of today's video is morning routine, and I wonder how many of you have a morning routine. I was someone that didn't have one, and my reasoning was that I'm a morning person. I wake up, I'm happy, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm really motivated to get into the office, and so I didn't think I needed one. However, I also have an excitable nervous system, so I find throughout the day that I needed to incorporate small mindfulness interventions to bring myself back into a state of balance. Once I started doing a morning routine, which I created through a Facebook challenge, I found that I didn't need to reset myself. Having a nice, relaxed lunch break was enough to mean that I was operating in my optimum kind of state for most of the day. So it's been really, really useful for me. So to end this video, I'm just going to quickly run through what my morning routine is, just to give you an idea. And in future videos, I'll go into a little bit more detail about the individual things that I do. But essentially, I start with a yoga move that is reclining, but very open, so it opens out the shoulders and the hips. And I do an opening move because I think that it counteracts the nighttime where we tend to close in on ourselves, and it's kind of my statement that I'm ready to open myself up to the world. And as an introvert, that's really important for me to do as well, to just let go some of the armor that I carry around and actually open out into the world. And then I do my mindful movement sequence. The mindful movement sequence is covered in great detail in our online course, but it was a sequence that's come directly from the yoga tradition. It's been adapted by Bridget McAllister for our course, and I've taken it on as a daily practice, and I've adapted it by including a few stretches that help me to get the full range of movement that I want. But essentially, the idea behind the mindful movement sequence is moving through the body, through all the joints of the body, starting from the toes and going right up to the neck, and moving with the breath, so with the inhale and the exhale. So it's a very rhythmic, very, very meditative kind of routine. I then end with the Shavasana, which is just lying on the ground. It's known as the corpse pose in yoga, and it just allows the body to return to a state of balance, to let the energies and everything that's been circulating from the movement just settle back down. Then I do 3 rounds of 3 breath exercises, which really oxygenates my blood and helps me feel very alert. So I end up with a state where my body's very relaxed, my mind is very clear, and that's a great start to the day. And I finish it off with 15 minutes of meditation, because meditation is very important to me, and it helps me in lots of ways. And I'll talk in a bit more detail about meditation in a future video. And I complete that routine with a lovely warm shower so that I'm physically kind of washing away what has passed and getting ready for what is to come. So that's the end of the video for today, where I talk about my morning routine. In the next video, I'll talk about how I manage social media, and that's a really important aspect of how I manage my morning as well. Thanks for joining me.